about Gilberts. Welcome to my live call tonight. And I'm going to talk about one line of words that could ignite your business. Of you that do not know me, I've been involved in network marketing for over 40 years. I share a lot of what I've learned in my journey or journeys on these live calls. So I started in this business totally broke. I sold a junk truck to get started, put $200 into my business. The last 27 years, I've been full-time in network marketing. So if that interests you, keep listening. If not, we got people from all over the world now on this call. Nancy, nice to see you. So I talked about last night, we talked about how to create raving fans for your products. If you didn't see that, you can catch the replay on that. But tonight about how one line of words can ignite your business. Now, where did I get that? Well, where I got that from was from Business Mastery. Yeah, Business Mastery, as many of you know, I was there last week. We were there for 5 days. That was a $10,000 ticket. If you wanted to go, it would cost you $10,000. Now tonight, it costs you nothing. But it's amazing. If it's free, sometimes people just don't see, that probably doesn't have any value. Well, then pay $10,000 and go to the next Business Mastery. I'll let you know when it is. And that's Business Mastery 1, by the way. Business Mastery 2 will be in, I forgot. It's in Europe. I'm going to that event. I just don't remember where it is. But it'll be later in the summer. Business Mastery 2. But Business Mastery 1 was in West Palm Beach. Again, $10,000 ticket. And who would pay $10,000 to go to an event like that? People that are serious about their future. And there were 2,200 people, 2,200 there that did. Now, on one of the days that we discussed this very subject about words and how words have an impact and how many networkers trying to describe their products and services pick the most lousy words. And also the reasons. Like their reasons should be their prospects' reasons or their customers' reasons. And frankly, they don't care. So last night, let's go back to that about how to create raving fans for your products and services. There were 4 points I brought out last night, and that is invite customers into your story by making them feel like it's their story. It's their story. So in other words, what you want to do is you want to solve a problem, right? There's a need out there. We can say that need's a problem because that's generally why people buy products. They want to fix a problem, fill a need that they have, right? So, but the thing about it is, since that need is out there, is by letting them know that you have the very thing they need, but you invite them into it. So it's not, it's not your story. You create circumstances where it becomes their story. And that is, after you've shared your product, your service with them, you connect back with them. And you know, it's not a one-time thing, and then you pray to God that they're going to reorder one day, right? That's not the way to do it. The way to do it is to have a system where you're constantly connecting, reconnecting with that person, but you want them basically to shout out why they loved that product, that service you brought to them. It's not about you. And so that would be the second point, and that is have a follow-up system where you email your customers. Get good at collecting emails. Get good at, if you have a Facebook product group, add them to it. And when they have a great story, say, hey, can I share your story? You would share my story? Absolutely. I would love to share your story. Wow. Makes them feel important, right? So reconnecting with them, and then you're involving them in the story. It's not, you're not the story. You're not the story character. And so that's the second thing. Have that follow-up, and then keep those people posted. And keep in mind, as I said last night, your leaders are also your customers. Hopefully you're a customer, because you're not going to be successful in this business if you're not crazy passionate about your stuff. You know, you got to be crazy, passionate about your own products. So, again, can reconnect with your leaders anytime you know something that they don't know that your company is going to do, a promotion, something special, a new product's coming out. You want to let your people know, both your leaders and people that haven't made a decision to engage in the business or just using the product, let them know about that so that you can upsell not only to your existing base of leaders. We could say that's crowdsourcing. That's the official term, I think, crowdsourcing those leaders. And so that they're using those products. And again, I mentioned last night, find out what your leaders are using. Do you even know? Do you know what products they're using? How many products they are using? You know, if I had to guess in my line, I probably engage regularly with about 8 or 9 products on a daily basis. And that could even be toothpaste, by the way. Toothpaste. I was talking to an interesting fellow just yesterday, I believe. And he came from some small town that nobody has ever heard of, right? And he doesn't live there anymore, but he says there's no way network marketing would ever impact this town, or would anybody be interested. And then a person that he knew there actually became quite successful in a company called Nu Skin. And you know what she promoted? Now, Nu Skin's got a lot of products, right? She didn't focus on a lot of products. You know what she focused on? Toothpaste. Toothpaste. She built her business and a $5,000 monthly check on toothpaste. Now, I'm going to tell you, I don't know that woman, but I can tell you her marketing's very good. Very, very good. Toothpaste. So that cracked me up hearing that. So the thing is, this is the third point that I made last night. Make sure that your leaders know about any products that your company's getting ready to launch with, and then you can upsell also to your customers, people who haven't engaged in the business side yet, and let them know about that. And again, you can do that through emails. You can do that through Facebook groups. I recommend both, but I think emails are very important as well. Also, text messaging. Text messaging, you can do it that way too. And that's the fourth point, and that is communication, how important that is. And then special occasions, you can send out either a card, a text message to your customers saying, hey, on your special day, I just want you to know I was thinking about you. You're just totally awesome and I love you. And that's it. Don't say, and don't forget to order this month. Don't do that. Don't do that. You just love on them. You love on them. That's all you got to do. They're coming back. Okay? They're coming back. Just love on them. So let's talk about how to create more customers. Create more customers. Again, I'm a leader, I'm also a customer. You're a leader, you're also a customer. We're looking for both. I'm looking for leaders and for those people who just want your product and service. Maybe right now they got other priorities in their life, so they can't focus on the business, okay? That's okay. Maybe a year from now that'll change. Believe me, a year from now you'll need more people to engage on that side of it. So that's okay. We understand what we plant now. Sometimes we don't reap it for a year or two. Matter of fact, I had a man reach out to me, said, I've been following you for years, man. I've been through some companies that have not worked out, startup companies. He says, and I want to connect with you. Anyway, so you never know. I'm just saying, we just don't know. I had one man said, hey, called me up, true story. Said, hey, I'd like to join your team. I said, how do I know you? I connected with you 10 years ago. 10 years ago? Wow. Planting, reaping, some take 10 years. Okay, all right. That's the reason why you put out a lot of seeds, friends, because you just don't know when you're going to reap it. That's the reason why you do a lot. So let's talk about how do we create more. Here's the thing, whether you're a business promoter or a person that likes to sell products, what's going to determine your success are going to be the words you use. So that's what we're going to focus on tonight. Words we use. And I'm going to say something that might offend some of you, but that's okay. Just hate me for it, okay? Hate me tonight, love me tomorrow, okay? That sounds good. Here's the thing. Every great brand out there is built on words. It's built on words. That's the thing that I appreciated in this point or this hour of Business Mastery at that event, is that it's built on words. The way you talk about your product matters. And here's the thing, it doesn't have to be the best. It doesn't have to be. I've seen some lousy products out there, horrible products out there, and I've seen people with good marketing get very wealthy, from it. I've got some friends who are 7-figure earners, and frankly, they market lousy products. But you know what? They're very good at marketing. Marketing. Just like that girl in that town nobody ever heard of, and she's making $5,000 a month. And the company she represents, Nu Skin, but she only talks about the toothpaste. Okay, she's got good marketing, whatever that is. But the companies will spend millions and millions of dollars on marketing, but they choose lousy words that people can't identify with. They're passionate about their products, but what they don't understand is people aren't passionate about their products. They're passionate about resolving their problems in life. That's what we have to remember. People aren't interested in your products and services. They're interested in solutions to their problems in life. And how we get them to resonate that we have that solution is by the words we use. That's the key thing, the words we use. You can go to a beautiful website. Website's it's awesome. The picture quality, maybe they have videos and a lot of content. But I promise you, I can beat that website with an ugly website, if I have the right words. The key is the right words. And so that means we have to think about, what are those words? How do those words best represent your product or what you do? And if you have 40 products, are you going to try to talk about your product line? So that's something that we want to think about as well. So the thing about it is, just understand that, again, I can beat my competition if I use the right words. And how we do this, or let's think about how we do this. What determines the right words? How do you find the right words? Okay, understand this. The human brain thinks about two things: how to survive and thrive, and how to conserve calories. Those two things: how to survive and thrive, and number two, how to conserve calories in doing so. That's what it thinks about. What directs people, their lives and everything is just that human brain. And that's where our message has got to resonate. So if your product doesn't address those two areas, then the people are going to ignore you. That's just it. That's just a fact. They're going to ignore you. So again, your message has got to be to people, my product will help you survive and thrive and conserve calories. And then they're going to come running to you. Now that sounds interesting. Yeah. I mean, the man that was sharing this information is very accomplished, and I thought about it. It's just made total sense to me. The brain conserves or can burn more calories than any other organ. So here's the thing. What we have to do is that we have to understand we can't use a lot of words when we talk about our products. You can't use a lot of words. Less is more. If you have 40 products and you try to explain your product line to people, you're going to lose them. They're not going to be interested. Because why? Because the brain is burning calories, and it's saying conserve, shut down, don't listen to this person. Again, they want to survive and thrive. They got a problem and they want to be happy. How does your product fix that? Tell me in a few words, how does it fix that? And if you can't do that, I'm going to go back to daydreaming, because that's what people do. They're going to disengage. It was like my 18-year-old son tonight. We sat around the table talking about something tonight, and I looked at his eyes and I said, I need you back here in this conversation. I lost him. I lost him with my words. So that's the thing. So if you have, let's say 40 problems, let's go back to that Nu Skin person. That fascinated me when I talked to that gentleman yesterday. And when he said, in this town that nobody heard of, maybe it's not even on the map, he swore that network marketing would never impact that town. And then here's a woman making $5,000 a month in Nu Skin, but the only thing she focuses and promotes is the toothpaste. Toothpaste. What are the words that she uses? How does she market her product? What does she say? And why does that get people engaged? Again, they want to survive and thrive. They want to have, obviously, healthy teeth. And they want to have a nice smile. And their brain is not burning calories trying to understand her message. So those are the things we have to think about. So tonight, here's what I want you to do. I want you to think about a one-liner. A one-liner, okay? It can be a paragraph if you want. Don't make it a long paragraph. And if you want to fill it in, in your messages, tell me why I should buy your product. How will it help me survive and thrive? And I don't have to burn calories to understand your message. It was funny when I watch people at Business Mastery get up and they want to get poetic. Oh my gosh, it was like Lincoln's address, inaugural address. Some of these people that stood up when Anthony said, okay, let me hear you. It was so funny to listen to this stuff. So, but let me tell you something. And this may, some of you may not like this, and frankly, I don't care, okay? Let's just be honest about it, because it's the truth. You know who's a master at a one-liner? Donald Trump. Donald Trump won an election because of a one-liner. In fact, he won it with 4 words: make America great again. Now, I'm not political, okay? So I'm looking at it strictly from a marketing point of view. That's it. Make America great again. That was his slogan. He won an election from that. Some will say, oh no, he won it because of the Russians. Oh, come on. Marketing. People are wearing those red hats. And I'll tell you what, some people got very emotional about it. You see it in the news. People that hate them, somebody see that red hat, make America great again, they go slap it off their head. There's a fight, there's people getting beat up. A lot of people got emotional because of that one-liner, because of that slogan. It ignited an entire country. Look at the cities he's going to. My gosh, you think he's Bruce Springsteen, filling these auditoriums because of that one-liner. That's what I want to get in your head tonight. The power of words. And many networkers just don't get this. They don't know how to, they're so into their product. They're so into themselves. People are not into you. What they're into is they want solutions to their problems. And what you have to get good at doing is creating one-liner comments. It can be a short paragraph, that's fine. But if you had to sell me tonight, could you do it? And it's okay if you can't. What I'm saying is you can't continue this way and think you're going to be good at this business, because you're not. You're not. If somebody asks me about my product, get ready. It's embedded in, I don't have to read it. It's embedded in me. I just have to hit the on button, boop, and I have a paragraph. Somebody said, well, what's your product? Well, I've got over 40 products in my line. I'm not going to talk about all those products. I'm going to talk about that one product, a flagship product. And if you don't know your flagship product, call your company and find out what's your number one bestseller. Because I promise you, that's what people are buying. You may not know it. But of all the hundreds of thousands of distributors that are in your company, they're buying that one product. Why don't you know that? You should know that. Or what are you most passionate about? The new skin lady's passionate about toothpaste. I'm not passionate about that. She is, and she's got a one-liner. Hate your rotten teeth? Have I got a smile that you're going to have? I don't know where that came from. I'm just saying, you got to create that. She did. She found it. You got to find it. But Donald Trump found it. He won an election. And he's got a movement going on still behind that one-liner. Make America great again. Man, did that resonate with people. Now, I know there's a lot of people out there that hate him. I don't care. I've never seen a president who goes around in all these different cities in the United States like he's freaking Bruce Springsteen. I've never seen that in the history of presidents. All because he was very good at marketing. Now, he may not have came up with that. You may know who did. I don't know. Maybe he's got somebody on his staff. Maybe Kelly, what's her name? I don't know. She's the woman that was behind his campaign. She might have been the very woman who created that slogan. Look at Hillary Clinton. You know what her slogan was? I had to Google this to find it. Ready for change, ready to lead. That was her slogan. Ready to change, ready to lead. She made it about herself. That did not resonate with people. She had a lousy slogan. Ready to change, ready to lead. Wow. You know, it was a dead slogan. So again, the word she chose really bit her in the butt. It bit her in the butt. What about Jeb Bush? I thought that was funny. You know what his slogan was? Jeb can fix it. Jeb can fix it. Going around all these town hall meetings, talking to people about all these issues and things like that. The point was, he didn't have a story that people could walk into and own that story, where it became their story. Donald Trump did. Make America great again. People walked into that story and said, that's my America. And that was how, it hit their core. The power of words. These one-liners, these paragraphs that you've got to get good. You've got to create that paragraph. And when someone says, and when you want to talk about your product, and you hit that button, it comes right out of your mouth. Somebody says, well, what's your product? You hit the button, it comes right out of your mouth. I want you to do that tonight. You can leave it in your comments. I heard some people just say stupid things, man. They want to get. What I want to do is make a difference in people's lives. People are suffering so much. They're suffering because the foods they eat are poisoning them. They're all chemically processed. And the speaker would stop. Let's stop. What you have to do is immediately cut to the chase and address the problem in your one-liner and your paragraphs. What is the problem? And what's the solution? That's what you have to do. So, here's the thing. If you want to sound smart, you're going to lose a lot of money and lose a lot of time. You can't be vague. So, that's what you have to do. Cut to the chase. And so in your marketing, just understand your brand it's going to be built with words. You got to choose those right words. Your company may not know those right words. Keep in mind, most network marketing companies are lousy in marketing. They hire some of the most idiot people. They really do. And I'm not a professional marketer, but I've got some common sense. And I know how to find the right words when it comes to, I was sitting next to a woman that she owns a skincare company. And she owns it, and it's her company. And I looked at her when we were supposed to fill in on the as a blank part of the book. You're supposed to write in your one-liner or your paragraph, right? And I said to her, can I look at your book? See what you wrote? And I looked at it and I smiled at her. I said, it's too wordy. It's too complicated what you wrote. I could help you with that. And I really meant it. I really meant it. But she's the owner of a company. And it's amazing how these companies can write 300 freaking pages about why their product's so great, but they can't come up with one paragraph to explain it. Can't come up with one paragraph to explain it. See, don't be that person, okay? Don't be that person. So here's the thing. It's, again, it's a 1-2 punch. And here's what your customers got to feel. I care about you, and I want to get you out of this. Think about that. Get that in your head. I care about you, and I want to get you out of this. And that's what the customer is looking for, a guide. So, keep in mind, we were designed to live in stories. But, you cannot play the guide until you become the hero. But understand this, when you find that person that you're going to prospect, what they're looking for is not the hero, they're looking for the guide. They want to be the hero. That's marketing. That's marketing. See, Donald Trump was smart enough to say, make America great again. But he allowed the American people to be heroes. They own the story. They stepped into the story. Again, I'm not promoting any politician over another. I'm looking at this strictly from a marketing standpoint. It was genius. It was freaking genius. And his opponents had weak slogans that did not resonate. It did not allow people to step into the story. And so those are the things that I want to challenge you. And here's the thing. Once you have that liner, that one-liner, that one short paragraph, once you have it, you can put it on a business card, you can put it on a postcard, you can put it in a website, you can put it on a brochure. Most important, have it in your heart so when people ask you, you hit the button, you can explain it. But however you're going to market it, just understand that's it. And that's what people are going to say, wow, that's me. Wow, that's me. And then they're going to reach out to you and say, you know what? I want to step into your story because really that's my story. That's my story. How dare you? So that was just, that's an important point that I want you guys to really, I want that to resonate with you. I want it to resonate with you. You know, people daydream 35% of the time during the day. They daydream about stuff. What gets them out of the daydream is a story. What you got to do is just understand, if you're using too many words, if you're too complicated, complexity is the enemy of duplication. That's what we've been told. And if we're trying to explain all these products, we're too wordy, then the brain starts saying, we are burning calories, we are burning calories, escape from this person, get out of this freaking story. It's not our story. You know? Again, people want to thrive and, survive and thrive. That's what they want to do. They want to survive and thrive. I have a problem. How will this help me? Oh no, I'm burning too many calories. Oh my gosh, I wish this person would shut up. Yeah. Simple one-liners, paragraphs, and that's it. They say, wow, that's me. And they step in to own the story. You're the guide. Now again, you were once the guide, and then you became the hero in your own story. I get that. But with your customers, you can never be the hero. You can only be the guide. Open the door, let them in. Watch the words you use. Work on that tonight. You can leave it in your comments if you're brave enough. How many brave souls are out there? I mean, don't overthink it, okay? I mean, I took a couple of notes in my book, just stuff that came off the top of my head, I'll just read you a couple, all right, out of my book, okay? Many struggle with gut issues, killing their quality of life. I help people get that life back. Now imagine that as a slogan or a one-liner. So this is a prebiotic, probiotic product, just to let you know, okay? Many struggle with gut issues, killing their quality of life. I help people get that life back. Okay, that's me. Or how about this? For those of you that do skincare, and you've come up with better ones than me, all right? There's many beautiful faces that acne targets. I help people get rid of it so that all that is left is that radiant smile. That's me. I have a beautiful face. I have a beautiful smile, but I hate my acne. You got to come up with the one-liners, the paragraphs, those short paragraphs that says what the problem is and how you are fixing it. You are the guide. They are going to be the hero. Makes sense, doesn't it? So think about that. I'm just throwing out some ideas. That's it. Just remember, Donald Trump did it with 4 words. Make America great again. People said, they came out of the freaking cornfields to vote for this guy because they resonate. It wasn't about Donald Trump. Had nothing to do with Donald Trump. Had everything to do with them. They say, yes, we'll make America great again. It resonated. People have problems. That's the way they need to feel about your one-liners, your paragraphs. Yes, I want that. I'm sick of my acne. I'm sick of my teeth. I'm sick of my gut. I'm sitting on the toilet too many times a day. Who knows? Who knows what? But again, address the problem. You're the solution. You're the guide. Let them step in and be the hero. I hope that made some sense. That was something, like I said, I when I go to events like, in that case, Business Mastery, I'm like, okay, what do I take away from this that has value? How does this help me with my business? How can this make me better at what I do? Well, that was one of the things that I thought was really great. Was really great. It's so, and it opened my eyes too also. And Tony Robbins said this, he said, let me tell you something. Direct mail is very powerful because very few people are using it. Seriously. But, I'm just saying, if you have a simple postcard front and back, a QR code that people could scan that would take them right to a shopping cart because of a one-liner, short paragraph that words that you crafted, you used, and it resonated, oh my gosh, how many customers would you have? And that could be true with, even online advertising, either way. But I'm saying, even when you get out around people and you're standing in a Starbucks line and it comes around to what you do, and they ask you, well, what's your product? What are you going to say? Don't be like Hillary. Don't be that. Be like Donald. Have that right line, short paragraph, and people say, that's me. I hope that made sense with you tonight. I appreciate all you guys getting on with this call. And tomorrow night I would not do anything, because that's a family night. We go out and that's actually family worship night. So then Friday is going to be Open Friday, where you can throw out any kind of question about network marketing, your business, whatever you're stuck with. If it's screwed up psychology, that's okay. If it's questions about the business, that's okay. There's not a stupid question, okay? There's not. So don't ever feel embarrassed to ask. I will call you out by name, and then I'll do my best to answer your question. I'll just reach back into 40 years of experience and tell you what I think is the answer. I'm going to give you the straight talk. I'm not going to tell you what you want to hear. I'm going to tell you what I really believe is true. And so just understand that's the kind of guy I am, all right? I'm not here to entertain. I'm here to help people be successful. And I don't have time for bull crap. So like I said, I'm not going to tattoo half my body or color my hair purple. And it's okay if you got purple hair. It's just, I'm not going to do that, okay? I don't think I look good in purple hair to get your attention, okay? So everyone, listen, have a good night. Appreciate all of you getting on this call. For those of you in North, South America, enjoy your family. For those of you on the other side in Asia, have a great day. Get it done and watch the words you use, okay? Make yourself great again, okay? Have a good night.